Hello there. Thank you for joining us on another edition of Almond Finance and Wealth Report. As you know, this is the program where you get first-hand information about latest happenings in the financial sector of the nation's economy. I am Jennifer Obidiebube. On the line of this week, we join Faith and her guest on a town hall as they discuss manpower development in the insurance industry.
Everybody knows that the insurance industry today is a very human resources. And then if you don't have the required skill to push an industry forward, there's always be problems in terms of growth of that industry. And it is the realization of that the Chartered Insurance Institute of Nigeria established the College of Insurance so that we can try and alleviate some of the challenges associated with the dearth of human capital.
We will also bring you highlights of NICOM seminar for business editors and insurance correspondents in Abeokuta, Ogun State.
In reporting the activities of the industry, sometimes you tend to ignore the other sectors of the industry. National Insurance Commission and Mohammed Kari are not the only components that make the insurance sector. There are the providers, the intermediaries, and the least reported sector, which is the consumers.
And not forgetting our insurance fact file. These and more are coming your way shortly after this break. We'll be right back with the details. Please stay tuned.
Alright, welcome back to the insurance industry tab for segment of Almond Finance and Wealth Reports. My name is Faith Wade. On the segment this week, we'll be discussing a very topical issue that is jamming to the insurance industry in Nigeria, talking about manpower development in the Nigerian insurance industry. And to do justice to that, I have gathered an array of personalities who are well able and well informed to do justice to the topic of discussion. I'm going to start from my immediate right, my one and only Uncle T, as I usually call him, Mr. Tope Adaramola, who is the Assistant Executive Secretary of the Nigerian Council of Registered Insurance Brokers, NCRI. Thank you so much for joining.
Thank you very much, Faith. It's my pleasure.
Thank you. And I'm going to swing to my immediate left, my one and only auntie, Dr. Mrs. Yeside Oyetayo, who is the Director of College of Insurance and Financial Management, a training arm of the Chartered Insurance Institute of Nigeria. Thank you so very much for joining me. And to my very far left is another, my personal person, Dr. Kunle Adilojo, who is a Senior Lecturer, Department of Actuarial Science and Insurance, University of Lagos, which happens to be my school. Thank you so very much, sir, for joining me on the program.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be with you.
All right, I'm going to start with Dr. Mrs. Oyetayo, who is the Director of the college. Now, a lot of people have said that the insurance industry is not growing. We're not seeing much development. It's a reflection of the manpower that they have driving insurance operation in Nigeria. Do you agree with that?
Oh yes, certainly. I mean, it is no news. Everybody knows that the insurance industry today is a dearth of human resources. And then if you don't have the required skill to push an industry forward, there'll always be problems in terms of growth of that industry. And it is the realization of that the Chartered Insurance Institute of Nigeria established the College of Insurance so that we can try and alleviate some of the challenges associated with dearth of human capital. You know, so I do agree with that. And the industry is actually taking right steps in that direction.
Okay, when you say the industry is taking the right step, I do know that the college is a newborn baby. But well, it isn't that new, but in terms of functionality and operation, it's still new. It's not being compared to the institute itself. That's why I said it's a new.
Okay, it's relatively new, but we didn't just start. The idea of the college was conceived in 2006, and the college actually started operations in 2010 under the training directorate of the Chartered Insurance Institute of Nigeria. It was just that last year, 2015 January, that we moved to our campus, which is on Lagos Ibadan Expressway.
Okay, now Dr. Adilojo, I know you are not a stranger to the insurance industry. You've been part of them. You are still part of them. Now, what do you say in terms of manpower development in the the insurance industry. Do you think we are doing enough?
Yes, I can say that they are trying, the industry is trying, but they can do better. I believe that the issue go beyond the industry though. Even on the top level, governmental level, more interest will be shown in the area of development of manpower in the insurance industry. Because when you look at it, the number of young school leavers from secondary school, until recently that the Chartered Insurance Institute of Nigeria was trying to see that insurance is taking another level. Why? Before, many of them are not aware of insurance. That is why they come to the higher institutions, the register for accounting, law, medicine, and the number of them went up the study should be because they could not make it cut off for the desired course. So that was so that we can still do better, the government and see and try as much as possible to support the industry leaders in ensuring that adequate manpower is developed in the insurance industry.
When you say the government can support, in what way exactly are you saying government should come and train the workforce for the insurance industry? Because if the insurance industry is asking for that, I guess other sectors as well will begin to ask government to also come and develop their manpower for them. Is it a possibility?
Yes, apart from the issue of finance that is involved in training in their manpower, then there are other support, the other area that the government can support. Let me take the issue of finance. For example, to train somebody to become an actuary, it's not easy. For example, you have to pay either in pound sterling or in dollar, and then you put the current exchange rate. So, for someone to be an actuary, you have to go through a lot of procedures, and those things are very expensive. And currently in the industry, we have less than 10 qualified actuaries in the insurance industry. And these are one of the critical areas. In addition to that, the issue of other special risks, like oil, like that of the climate change, and developing insurance product for those special risks. We need to go and travel abroad outside the country, and then we will leave that job for the private owners of the insurance company because eventually the benefit will be for the generality of the society. So that is the area where government advocates are just waiting and collect people. See your technical.
Okay, well, do you agree that government needs to come in to train, support, to use to support the development of manpower and insurance?
Yes, I do agree because in a climate like ours, government has incubus powers. You know, they are there, having all the muscle and the strength, and also the capability to create the environment that will be conducive to the growth of the professions. But the area where I'm really looking forward to the government, assisting the industry, is in the area of, like he just said, the area of training those that have some core competencies. I want to take you back to history lane. Part of the bane of this industry, manpower-wise, is the inability to sustain the momentum that we had shortly after independence, or in the days of yore, when you had professionals who are distinguished by virtue of a core area that they actually specialize on. You could think about fire, and not 2-3 people will mention that person and say, yeah, this guy, Banjo, is a man in fire. You could talk about marine, you could have all those individuals that are easily identified. But what we have these days is to place emphasis more on training generalists, on training of generalists. And I think in such areas, because it takes a lot of resources that is required which the industry, like Doctor had just said, may not be able to muster on its own, for government to come and aid, especially when it comes to some kind of foreign touches or foreign affiliation. So I quite agree, with that. But why saying that? We're not saying that the industry should also fold its hands. And I can see we are not even folding our hands.
I was also going to ask you that you did mention that in those schools,
yes,
you had individuals who were
specialists.
And those individuals were not trained by government.
But amazingly, they had a lot of patronage from government, because at that time you had maybe a flagship company, which was Nikon, and Nikon was the government insurance company with a lot of financial muscle, with which those people could be trained in their core competence.
Yeah, but I want us to also realize that at that point in time, where there was a foreign participation in our markets, so is it to leverage on the experiences and the skills of these foreigners? Right now, we're just having them come back, and we cannot afford to train. We cannot be training people in piecemeal, sending 1 or 2 people abroad. What we need to do is collaborate with organizations that are willing to provide this kind of training for us at a very, very, and sometimes even for free. To facilitate for different areas, specialized areas for free. What I think the government needs to do is strategize and identify those core competencies that we lack now in the industry, and then focus on collaborating. There are a lot of international organizations available to do that, and so that we can organize a holistically training program and have a developmental program, not even a developmental program, because it's something we need to do sustainably for quite a number of years. When each company starts training 1, 2 here and there, we will not achieve what we really want to, the goal we have set for ourselves. And for our industry to grow, we need to leverage on these skills.
Okay, now I'm still going to dwell a little bit on this question. Someone had told me before, when we were discussing generally about the insurance industry, and he said that it does appear that this is one industry that the government is babysitting. And I said, why? He said it compel people to buy third-party motor insurance. Government will compel people to buy public liability, this, that. It's only in the insurance industry that government is babysitting them, and yet they are not contributing much to the gross domestic product. So
it's untrue.
Well, I don't know. I quite agree, but in any case, here is where I'm going to is, aside government, as an industry, Dr. Adenuju talked about the death of actuaries in the insurance industry. So the industry itself, as an industry, what effort do you think they've made in that regard? Because we cannot just sit down and say, oh, we need support from government in terms of manpower development.
To train, to develop manpower is not easy. It's very expensive, like you said. To train an actuary will take at least a minimum of 6 years. And that means writing exams and possibly even failing some of these exams and repeating again. And because actual science is such that it's not for the lily liver, you need to really be strong in statistics and mathematics, if I'm correct. So, and to encourage some people to go and write exams and fail and then pay them, it's not easy. And I want us to borrow from other clients. For example, in Kenya, the regulator trains actuaries for the industry, because of the realization of the fact that it is very expensive, and then if we have the industry bear this cost, it will eventually make insurance very expensive, but they have to push the cost back to consumers. So that's why sometimes government needs to come in. In those areas, I agree. Government needs to come in. Actually, it's quite disheartening that we can count the number of actuaries on our hands. Actually, was saying at the program recently that in South Africa, they have an insurance company that had a whole floor full of actuaries. We're talking about 100 actuaries.
Okay, that's exactly, Doctor. That was exactly my point. Those actuaries, were they trained by government?
We have companies that were trained. South Africa is far advanced than Nigeria as far as insurance is concerned. Insurance awareness and penetration is far higher than it is here. We are dealing with some cultural evidence that is depriving people from buying insurance, aside the fact that the perception of insurance is bad. There are other things competing with insurance, because we all belong to village groups and all that, and when we have problems, there's always the likelihood that people from my village or my brother, my uncle will assist me. Over there, that does not operate like that. You have problems on your own. But here, because we still have some buffers, we have some people that help us in times when we are challenged. That means people are not concentrating on insurance. What we're now trying to do is re-educate people about the need to do insurance, so you don't have to rely on anybody. So that when you buy insurance policies, you know in the event that that risk occurs, there is compensation from you, rather than having to run from your uncle to your auntie, or I may not even be willing to assist you because the economic situation now is rather harsh.
Welcome back. Now we bring you highlights of the 2016 NICOM seminar for insurance journalists that took place recently at the Green Legacy Resort, Abeokuta, Ogun State. Welcoming journalists to the seminar, the Commissioner for Insurance, Alhaji Mohammed Kari, said that the era of doing business as you like in Nigeria has passed.
The National Insurance Commission, NICOM, recently held its annual seminar for business editors and insurance journalists in Abeokuta, Ogun State. The seminar is the first in 2016 and the very first since Alhaji Mohammed Kari assumed office as Commissioner for Insurance. Welcoming journalists to the seminar, the Commissioner for Insurance, Alhaji Kari, stated that insurance business is a regulated business and as such, operators must adhere to strict compliance of the laws governing the sector.
We have always insisted and argued and repeated the argument that for all providers of service in this industry, they have to appreciate that insurance business is a regulated business. And any operator that chooses to play in the sector must be prepared to adhere to strict compliance to the laws governing the operations. And in Nigeria, obviously, like everywhere else in the world, the era of doing business the way you want it has long passed. Since the financial meltdown of 2007-2008, the world over, every country and economy has become shy of reckless operation in all financial sectors.
The primary objective of the annual seminar for insurance journalists is to, among other things, engender a good working relationship between the National Insurance Commission and the media, as well as to inform reporters on initiatives of the Commission. Delivering the goodwill message on behalf of the Executive Governor of Ogun State, the Commissioner for Commerce and Trade, Otumba Abimbola Ashiru, said that the regulators must be above board because insurance business is a business of integrity.
One important thing about insurance, which people don't understand, is it's a job of integrity. If you don't have integrity, you cannot work in insurance company, especially working in NICOM. NICOM is like the CBN of the insurance company. Am I making sense here? Percentage, am I right? So now, most times, you often go to insurance companies to verify their books. And you look at their books, like you rightly said, you mentioned the board, you check whether people meet the right criteria before they can set up the insurance company. Am I making sense here? So what we need to do is that for you, because I'm going to talk to two people, I'm talking to the insurance people, the police, you are the police of insurance, and media people. But I will talk to the police of insurance first so that the media people will use that to monitor you people too. So the point is that when you go to these companies, you must make sure that they actually have the right, they are fully capitalized, and their operation is key. The governor was making an example that Dana Insurance, one of the people that they were helping us, the GIZ, they lost people there and they were not paid. They were not paid. I think it's important for the insurance body to look at how they're doing that. If there is, for example, most especially the sensational ones, you can go into those companies and find out whether they pay them, and you monitor them, so that it will show that they have people monitoring them. They know, because I know that you have the power to fire and hire.
Delivering the theme of the seminar, Transition to Risk-Based Supervision, RBS, the role of the insurance companies and the regulator, Mr. Barineka Thompson, Director, Inspectorate, NICOM, said that the media should act as a pressure group by asking operators the right questions on risk-based supervision.
We expect you to propagate the concept of self-regulation and doing things right by operators. Take for instance, if through the umbrella of NCRD or NIA, insurance companies are encouraged by the press to please put in place this management structure. Is this culture really in place in your organization? Are you meeting the requirements of the corporate governance code of the regulator? Do you have an effective internal control systems and all of this? You are asking them to do things properly and to behave well. You are not necessarily saying they are bad, but you are helping. You are acting as pressure group on them and on their own pressure groups, which is the associations. Maintaining objectivity in reporting issues of insurance supervision and financial stability is key. Now, in part of this is the fact that having gone through this retreat and having received all we have discussed today, if somebody is engaging you in discussion or publishes anything or attempt to publish stories around this on the sector, you should be able to come in to say, look, this fact you are stating here doesn't appear to be what I know of the industry. And because you will be respected more than any other person who is not involved as a correspondent in our sector.
The high point of the seminar was the open forum where journalists were given opportunity to ask questions. NICOM is now set to join the rest of their counterparts on risk-based supervision. Risk-based supervision is gradually becoming the dominant approach to regulatory supervision of financial institutions around the world. Risk-based supervision, which is often contrasted with rules-based regulations, has a regulatory emphasis of focusing on what matters, that is, assessing the degree of risk in the company's business operations and determining how to reduce the risks as required.
Now that's all we can take on the program this week. I do hope you liked watching it. For questions, comments, and inquiries, please contact us on 0177639810, 080-335-7879, or 090-9685-2685, or send us an email at almond4xx@yahoo.com or almondproduction@gmail.com. Visit our website almondreports.com and like us on our Facebook page, Almond Finance and Wealth Report. You can also watch this program again on our YouTube channel, Almond Reports TV. I urge you to join us every Wednesday by 9:45 a.m. live on Niger FM 102.7 for our Pidgin English program, Waiting Insurance They Do Sef. We are also available on WhatsApp on 080-335-7879, and you can tweet at us at Madam Insurance. This program also airs on BCOS television every Thursday at 6 p.m. for those in Ibadan and environs. Until next time, I am Jennifer Obidiebube. Thank you for watching and goodbye.